Thank you for watching, and remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for your support.
That's where we're going to start this morning, as we're seeing some showers from Portland, pretty much all the way up the I-95 corridor, all the way into Canada. No lightning, no really heavy downpours, but this is quite a bit of rain moving through that'll keep your windshield wipers busy this morning. As we move down the I-95 corridor all the way into the Florida area, that's where we do have a few showers as well near the Daytona Beach area, but quite a few showers and lightning and thunder. Jackson, Mississippi, stretching across to Shreveport. And just look at all of this lightning, heavy downpours, non-severe thunderstorms, but certainly feisty, moving through Greenville as well as Yazoo City, and then back into Dallas, likely getting an early wake-up call this morning, Jen, with some very loud thunder and some very strong lightning in the area.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Molly, I must have just walked in front of you. Oh, so she's worried about being hot.
Oh, and finding that first day of school outfit, it's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
It's a really big deal. Well, America's Morning Headquarters rolls on until noon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, so welcome back in, everybody. We're going to continue talking about all the storms that are still firing up across the South. We still have some flash flooding concerns. And we're going to get you ready for our water challenge. So conserving water in the West especially, of course, has been such a focus this year. And nationwide, we're going to invite you to join our challenge, and we'll give you some ways to do that.
That's
interesting.
like a parfait, but, you know.
It'll look like a parfait, but it'll taste like a shepherd's pie.
I think the other one, it was a barbecue sugar mama. And it's barbecue slider, but it's between two donuts.
Oh,
so
wow.
You hungry yet? Neither. I'm not very good at it. But yeah, it looks like incredible weather. Maybe a little bit on the hot side, but nothing too far out of control.
Yeah, nothing to complain about. No big storms anyway in the forecast as of right now. We'll keep focused on that forecast for you, but also America's Morning Headquarters gets you ready for the week and the weekend ahead all the way still the Southeast.
It's going to be rinse and repeat with a big emphasis on the rinse in the Southeast, because we will see those showers. That is staying in this same spot day after day, bringing showers. So we're talking about from Houston, New Orleans, Jackson, Montgomery, all the way up into the Carolinas. Really, it'll be the Carolinas that's the focus for the heaviest rainfall. By the end of this week, we could see half a foot of rain. And anytime you see that anywhere, you're going to talk about flash flooding, but especially in an area that has seen a lot of rainfall so far this summer. We're stuck in this pattern for two reasons. We have our jet stream that's dipping over the east, our stalled out front that's locked into place because we've got this big, strong Bermuda high that's sitting over the Atlantic. So day after day, this front is not going to be able to move until it eventually gets kicked out by the end of the week. But before that happens, we'll see several low pressure systems dive down. If you think of the jet stream like an interstate, these low pressure systems are like cars just coming right down the interstate and moving across the same areas over and over again. So that means, yes, widespread coverage of some scattered thunderstorms, as well as flash flooding, with the highest risk from Tallahassee up to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. So we're talking about, again, anywhere from 3 to 4 inches of rain up to half a foot of rain in a lot of these areas. So Savannah, Charleston, by tomorrow morning, that's when the concerns are going to start building, because by then you'll have seen a whole day full of rainfall, and then another. I think the heaviest rain will be falling Tuesday into Wednesday for a lot of these areas. But just look, it's the same spots day after day. So there we move into Wednesday, and then Thursday, it's essentially the same forecast for a lot of these places because our front is just not moving. And then Friday, we start to edge a little bit of the rain out of portions of Mississippi as well as Alabama, but Raleigh, Wilmington, portions of Virginia, you're still stuck in the rain. That might be good for areas in western North Carolina and western Virginia in a little bit of a drought right now, but coastal Carolina really can't use any more rain. Well, did you know that 6 inches of water can knock you off your feet? So finding another way around rising water is just one way to keep your family safe.
But it's really only been in, I would say, Arizona, into Utah, parts of Nevada that have had the too much rain.
And New Mexico a little bit in that category as well. But we've seen just the drought being eroded from areas like New Mexico as well as Arizona because we've had all of that good water.
We did have a 1 category improvement there, but we're still obviously in drought. There's still color on the map. We're still in severe drought there, and the exceptional drought still covers a very significant part of the West. Now we have more rain in the forecast, and with it will come the concerns for flash flooding, mainly in some of the burn scar areas.
And that becomes the most dangerous because the water hits those burn scars and it runs off basically like it's hitting pavement.
Yeah, there's not a lot of steering for these storms. We're underneath a big ridge of high pressure. And so what that means, when you think of a big ridge, you probably think heat, right? If you watch us, you know that this means sinking air and heat. But we've got these showers and storms and the moisture that's kind of trapped underneath it with a little disturbance. And so when it starts raining here, chances are there's not going to be lots to steer those storms around, and they get stuck and they rain right over the same areas.
And there's what's stuck right there, that stationary front that's along the Front Range. It's helping pull in some of that moisture as well. So we will see a couple of days, at least through Wednesday, of that flash flooding threat.
Yeah, so the rainfall could be heavy at times. Watching Albuquerque, places like Aspen. If you're doing any hiking in Colorado, be especially wary of these thunderstorms developing into the afternoon for the flash flooding risk and also for the lightning risk as well.
Lightning too, especially for those hikers. Well, it's time now to weatherproof your home.